Greetings, and good afternoon, Juneteenth family. Welcome to another weekly edition of our Lunch and Learn.
E is exhaling, having an opportunity to breathe, to rest, to refill yourself and rejuvenate yourself, because no one can pour from an empty cup.
As you evolve and become more of yourself, you begin to attract the people that are there for you.
Amen.
So everything you need is in this space.
You have to learn from your mistakes. Once you make a mistake, oops, sit down, recoup, and then start over. And once you do that, you say, I got that.
See, Juneteenth means to me, I would definitely say empowerment and education.
When I experience it, it's like just coming together and, being a part of something bigger than myself, And
A new start, starting a new chapter, opportunity, new beginnings, all of that good stuff.
Greetings, and good afternoon, Juneteenth family. Welcome to another weekly edition of our Lunch and Learn. Today, we have with us our honorary Juneteenth DJ in the house, the Untouchable DJ F.A.M.E. Should I say the Untouchable International DJ F.A.M.E. Let's bring DJ F.A.M.E. up to the stage. Hey, F.A.M.E., how you doing?
Young lady, what time is it? Good afternoon.
Welcome. Always a pleasure to be in the same space with you. So nice to see you again. So, as I mentioned, this is our honorary Juneteenth DJ. I know that you have been around since I've been around. I want to say you've been around since Juneteenth NY has been around, but I don't want to state that. I'm going to actually let you declare that, because I might be telling a fib, and I definitely don't.
No, there's no fib at all. I just don't want to put my age out there either. So yeah. No.
Hey, listen. It's beauty in our age and our wisdom. I'd never give that up, because I probably think we're very similar in age, and I love my age. So, and I'm always throwing it out there. But I will honor your, don't pop your eyes. I will honor your space and request to not be going to age. So we won't go there. But I'll say that Juneteenth is a small baby. He's 14 years old, and he's been here since day one. And let's talk about that thing. Tell the people who you are, why you do what you do. Just tell them about your passion and how you bring your purpose to Juneteenth.
First of all, Untouchable DJ F.A.M.E, DJFAMEBK.com. For all social platforms, follow me at DJFAMEBK. Where to begin? It's the book. Of course, I love music. Who doesn't love music? Host, DJ, personality, just positive energy. I'm doing my best to keep it simple, because I'm long-winded. So short and sweet moments. That's what I'm having right now. Yeah.
Well, I'd say this much. Let's find a sweet spot in the middle. You can be a little long-winded, and you can also keep it short, because we definitely have time today, and we have time to chat, and we really want to. I know for me, the plus of having you here is that a lot of times when we see the DJ, you see the DJ and you see them at work, but you don't really get to know the DJ.
Not at all.
You don't get to hear the whys. You don't get to hear how they got started. For folks out there that might be, and I guess I'm asking these questions not just for myself, because I'm a little nosy and I like to know about how people. I like to know about how people's passions really, how that fire was sparked and how that fire kept burning and how it grew to the point that you end up, being this international sensation, someone that goes all around the world and actually does what you do for a living. So it's not a lot of people that are out in the world actually getting paid for their passions.
No, not at all.
I love the opportunity to be here, to be able to sit here and talk about that and let the world know. So bring that long-windedness. Don't cut yourself off. Don't sell us short.
Okay.
Bring it all. And as you mentioned, your positivity it's contagious. So I know here in Atlanta where I am, it's a little cloudy today.
Okay.
So for anybody who has a cloudy day out there, come on and bring them some light.
so just give me one question, and we're gonna start from just one question.
All right. So when did you start this? How did you start it? Where was that spark for you?
Born and raised East Flatbush, Brooklyn, and when it actually started, we're talking about for DJing, of course, about 99, 2000. Just the music curiosity came in. It's some years, like we're here now.
Listen,
so.
I'm not even talking about the years. I'm remembering that time frame.
Right.
And the music that was out and how much fun you must have. Like, it just sparked up the tunnel. Like, I'm just thinking about my party days and like, yeah, you just took me there for a moment.
So all the radio stations, I grew up on, from 98.7 Kiss FM to WBLS to now what is Hot 97 and Power 105, and then I'm not going to forget about the other ones I grew up, because I'm, of course, born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. I also listened to like KTU, Z100, Light FM, and the list continues on, because I was just musically curious on how this was done.
Beautiful. So, and I love that you went to DJing with it. Had you ever thought of, like, was it ever like, wait, this music thing, what do I want to do? How did you find DJing?
The music was always around, especially for my generation of family, or my family's generation, my family's generation, stuff like that, because they collected vinyl, and we're talking about in the sense of that, mom had her collection, dad had his collection. They never put it together. And for those who are know this, this kind of culture, they put their initials on the vinyl, and it would always be in the house, and they would always have these social gatherings, whether it was the summertime, springtime, even the fall, get together, and they would just play music and just to absorb that. And of course, the notorious block parties in Brooklyn. If you've never been to one, you should go to one. I've been fortunate to be to like basement parties and so many other events that kind of, it was always around me. And the curiosity of it all. I didn't, start off as, I need to be this DJ. I wanted to be a drummer, and my mother had put me into a music program, and I was doing that for X amount of years. But where I was going, they were no longer offering drum programming. Right. So I had to keep it going, and by then, as I know I'm going to probably be jumping around just a little bit, for where I was in life, the drum programming was not offered, and they was like, yeah, let's get into audio recording technology. Sure. And then right around that time, my music curiosity practically peaked, and I found myself going to events or helping people put events together where I lived at a moment in time of my life in Brooklyn. And they would have these parties, and I would see what the DJ brought to the table.
I love that. I was just about to say, you kind of actually mentioning all of those different ways that music was earlier streamed to us.
Yes.
We didn't even realize that we had streaming going on already. But in our day, the way music was streamed to us, you really just took me back to the shift that came when the DJ really became a big thing. When people went out of their way to have a DJ for their house parties or their smaller gatherings or their neighborhood gatherings, versus when you used to be in high school, maybe going to the weekend party where somebody's parents were away.
Go to the black party, go to the park.
You put an indigo on people's walls back there. People crying at the end of the night because they wouldn't know how they're going to get their mama's walls clean when their mama get home from the indigo from the jeans. Definitely lies. And yeah, I never understood how come they couldn't make us indigo jeans that didn't bleed onto our skin and onto the walls. I just, anyway, that's to
this day that still happens. Like, there's a lot of people who are still upset, especially for events that I've done in the past, where after the night is over, the lights go up, and then the whole wall is nothing but, blue and black stains, and they're trying to figure, like, nobody can hold their feet up. No, this is people, shaking their butts and doing whatever that they're not supposed to be doing in public, more or less, in the dark. Right. And this happened, and that was the...
But yeah, so just really thinking back to that time frame, and then the switch when the DJ came in, or when you went to a party that actually had a DJ, and when you really were able to start it? Well, I've always been into music as well.
Okay.
So never really as a listener.
Okay.
As a listener, but very heavy into music, all different genres, and the sound, the transition into
it's an art. It's an absolute art.
It is really an art, and when it's done right,
yeah,
it leaves you with a memory that is like no other. That's why I'm like, I think that's honestly one of the reasons why I enjoy being the age that I am, because I know that I come from an era that I have an opportunity. Like, yeah, these kids have things to celebrate and revel in, but the way we celebrated and reveled were like our ancestors. Those parties that were just those good old kickbacks, just having a grand old time before you had to worry about guns being drawn and fights getting so bad that, you know, it ended the party. So thank you for that trip down memory lane. I hope the rest of you enjoyed that. And I do want to take a moment to just stop and say, hey, you got some people stopping through saying hello. We had a DJ Crisis up there saying hello to you guys. Randy Cofield is in the house.
Good morning, good afternoon. I see somebody from California. Good morning. Nice. 3 hours back. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, West Coast. We definitely appreciate you. Join us anytime on a Thursday at this time. Drop in. You're welcome to come and be a guest as well. And you also have a DJ Flavor BK.
Yes, good, great friend of mine.
So all your people's rolling through. So that's how you got into it. So tell us, for DJs that are looking to grow their brand, maybe figure out how to become international, what took you across waters? What was the growth level of that? Like, what did that look like?
Hopefully I answered this question right. First, practice. Honestly, practice. I mean, as much as I can tell people, use all the platforms that you have, everything from Facebook to Instagram to YouTube to TikTok. It's fantastic. But it would only go further or farther than you actually taking the time out to learn the music. You know, I know most of us get lost in just our neighborhood, but as I learned from a specific individual, which I will mention very, very shortly, you know, practice, and to me, practice makes permanent, not perfect. No such thing as perfect. Own your neighborhood. Once you get the neighborhood, you get the block, you get the city. Once you get the city, then you get the state, and then you move forward just like that. You know, with that energy.
That makes sense. I like that path. So, question. Athenia wants to know what makes you DJ F.A.M.E.
So, I had an assistant at a moment in time. Shout out to NYC Entertainment, Ace or Angus, however his government name's out there right now. He's the one that actually gave me that nickname about F.A.M.E. because he couldn't process how fast I was moving, not only on the turntables and how I mix and execute a party, but it was just the accumulations of events that I was getting. So imagine we start at the top of the day, let's say 9, 10 o'clock, we're already out the door, maybe 7. The first event is from 11 to 2. Okay, 11 to 2, then the next event is 4 to 7. Okay, then from 4 to 7, the next event after that is 9 to 11. And then to do that again. Right, and we would do this at such a particular speed, people couldn't process what was happening. Aside him driving, but just people wanting to hear what I was doing. And mind you, this is before social media. So something I was doing and how I was doing it, people was just like, yo, he's moving. Was he just in Flatbush? Wait, now he's in Queens. Wait, how did he make it to Pennsylvania? And the energy continued on. And once again, that's the person who gave me that. Fame speed, yes.
All right, I love that. I hear so much in there. So I hear a lot of, outside of, okay, you said practice. Yes. I hear discipline. There also needs to be discipline.
Yes.
In setting yourself up in a goal that way and following it through and doing the streamline that it takes to follow through, the 11 to 2, the 4 to 7, the 9 to 11, the packing and unpacking in between systems. I'm hearing you must have systems.
I do. So I'm very, very fortunate.
I got that. So folks out there that are listening, collect these tips, practice, discipline, systems.
So because in that within discipline, time management is a major factor for me. Time management. I can't, as much as I'm doing my best not to curse like I curse anyway, but I take it very serious with time management. If we got to move, we have to move, to execute and deliver the way that's necessary to the people, because it's not about me anymore. It's about you. It's about everybody else who's listening.
Yeah, it's about getting that. It's about getting that experience to the people. The experience
Absolutely.
that they're sitting there waiting for, the one that they're lining up to call you for.
Yeah.
It's a reason. It's a reason why, and I can hear how you've gotten there just by the ways that you've set yourself up and the things that you make important for yourself. And okay, so PR, is that?
That's supposed to be that's DJ Demo. The way she's reading it, like, is he trying to say perfume? No. It was a whole moment. It was a whole moment. Good afternoon, everybody. Lunch and learn session.
Demo class. Welcome and welcome
Okay.
to one of my blind moments. I love myself for those, so I hope that you guys enjoyed that moment as much as I did. Because I'm like, wait, is he talking about PR? Should he get a PR rep? That's what I was really thinking, not perfume. I was a little bit more like...
Happy Thursday, people.
No, that was... And if anyone has seen Christmas Office Party, that is one of the movies that definitely has a famous DJ scenes, and definitely take that one to a whole nother level. So thank you for that laugh this afternoon. Oh my gosh, where do I go now? That was.
I think Athenia has a question for me. Another question.
Yeah, let's put that up, please. I appreciate you.
Okay. As she's trying to get herself together. So, it says, please share with the world, why do you still use your turntables? Is there significance? Is it honest, strong significance? Of course, it's what I started on, and for the culture itself. I may not have grown up on hip-hop. I grew up, just to throw that out there, I did not grow up on hip-hop. I grew up on R&B, disco, of course, reggae, soca, calypso, and then later on, hip-hop. I was introduced into that. But the whole part about me using turntables, especially in the day and time that we are, yes, we have all this technology to make it easy for us to move to and fro. So it's just a nostalgia for me, and I actually feel like I'm working. It's no disrespect to any DJ. Once again, what technology is out right now, use it to your convenience. I love it that much, so I walk with the turntables. It makes me feel good. Try to keep my girlish figure,
Got you. And have you actually, because I do know quite a bit of DJs that use the, I guess, is that a digital turntable?
So, yeah, there are digital turntables, or other people would call them like controllers, CDJs, other devices that you can use. And if it's the question I think you're going to ask, I have nothing against it, because one thing for certain, I know the patrons, the people who come out to listen to music, to be entertained, to forget about their worries, they honestly do not care what you're using. It's, what can you bring to the table? Can you make me forget about my worries? Can you create this moment for me? Can I take you on a musical journey? Absolutely. And it shouldn't matter what device I'm using. Just hope it works.
Got that. I was going to say, I think I've experienced both, and I guess for me as a listener and as a person that's coming to enjoy, the thing that I really enjoy is when I do see someone with the traditional old school turntables and their actual vinyl, is really what you just said. It's that nostalgia. It's the, for the younger folks that have literally not really seen much of that, because it kind of starting to move away in these last.
Yes.
How long would you say it's been moving away from that?
This is 2023. I have been fortunate to see the transition. I think the last time I've seen anybody definitely older than me or even younger come outside with turntables, we're talking about maybe 2012, 2014. I could be off, but around the time after that, everybody was like, it's not a matter of, once again, what you're using, it's just how you use it. You know, so everybody wanted to be as convenient as possible. So we move with the times, and yes, we're using, you know, the laptops and the tablets to, do what we need to do with the music. But you know, in devices, controllers are very, very light compared to turntables. They're heavy.
And question for you: since the transition away from vinyl, does that make vinyl more expensive for you DJs that are still working with vinyl, or is it still in the price ranges? I mean, of course, there's inflation, but is it still in a comparable price range to what you would have been spending back then?
Oh no, it's still expensive. I'll be honest with you, and I'm just grateful I was able to participate in an event recently with a well-known staple of New York City, rock and soul in Manhattan. They had a record store day, which of course, just honoring, people who love vinyl. Enthusiasts literally came out from maybe 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, wrapped around the block in Manhattan to buy records. And we're talking about everything from ABBA to Bob Marley to Led Zeppelin. Yes.
And I guess another question comes up for me that I've never thought of because I'm not a DJ. So if I wanted to go find Drake or some of these folks that Glorilla, if I wanted to go find any of these people that are out today on vinyl, is that a thing?
Yes, yes, it definitely is. It definitely is. I know they don't print as many copies, depending on what store, mom and pop store that still exists and whatnot in your neighborhood. But they do print them. It's very minimal because it's not the main platform for music now. Everything is now online. For us DJs, just putting that out there for those who don't know how we get our music. Yes, there's iTunes, but we also deal with digital DJ record pools, where we subscribe to it, and they give us, if not current throwback records, songs that forgotten time. That's where we're gonna get our music.
Oh, dope. That's pretty dope. Oh, cool. I guess, as we grow and shift and change in the world and start using different things, sometimes you never really think about what happened. Like are they actually still making vinyl or cassette tapes? Or I guess obviously not those other things. The 8.
No, not the. I can't with you. I thought you were doing CDs because I'm not that old with the 8-track. That's a whole different generation. Somebody in the room might know about that. Don't do that to me. I just. No. This is what we call stress. No. Yeah.
Oh man. So question for you, F.A.M.E.
Hopefully I have an answer.
What is it that folks can come to you for? They can come to you for DJing. Do you ever do like community work or?
Yes, I do.
What is your community involvement, and where can people look you up to see if they want to bring you into their
Well, first, I have an official website. It's the 8-track for me. I have an official website, djfamebk.com. That's B as in boy, K as in king. I know some people think, oh, you see the BK, oh, it's Brooklyn. Yes, I am from Brooklyn. It's just very, very fortunate. But somebody had took the DJ F.A.M.E. That's a whole different conversation. Where they can find me. Yes, I am doing community work. Everything from, of course, Juneteenth, Family Day. Yes. And then some stuff I've been doing in and out of New York. I've been doing some work in Miami as well as Dallas, Texas with a good friend of mine of A DJ Company. Shout out to Sean J.
Nice. And I do have another question for you actually that came up for me for folks who are newer in the DJ game out there. What are some of the biggest challenges that you face as a DJ?
What they would, if they were starting off, attaining music, I believe, attaining music and getting your name out there. I don't believe it should be that difficult anymore if you know how to utilize social platforms. Because I'm talking about somebody who could have started yesterday can be the next biggest thing. Yes, there are other factors that we never, account for, like, having an actual drive, an actual love for it. Yes, talent, that would help so much, but using the platforms that are out right now, as I said before, from Facebook to Instagram, Twitch is another platform that most DJs have been on recently, and, just streaming to the world. Now you can be in the comfort of your home, behind a green screen, right, and provide music. You'd be amazed at how many people love what you love.
That's the truth. That is the truth. And how about for getting paid? Any
In what way?
challenges in that area?
There's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be challenges in getting paid, depending on what you want to do. At a moment in time, you know, for me, what is that, late 90s, early 2000, if you wanted to get paid, of course, you'd try to find a promoter, or you would make mixtapes. You know, try to find a some form of residency. I know my friend DJ Tommy Lee hates when I say residency. There's a whole conversation behind that. Yeah, but now we have new platforms where things can be monetized. You can still make mixes. There are platforms like SoundCloud. You could also, once again, do Twitch and monetize that as well too. And it's a great check for me. So yes.
Got you. I was going to say I'm also familiar with a space called Wigo.
Yes.
Wigo Live is kind of similar to TikTok, and a lot of folks on there also hire DJs for their little different things that they have.
And getting the opportunity to build their fan base from scratch. No bots. Like, you actually have to put the work in.
Yeah, I love that. So Athene was asking, how about COVID? How did you handle COVID? How did you still maintain your DJing during that time frame?
Which was the greatest challenge for most artists, overall DJs. Trying to figure out that you're stuck inside one space we thought was going to be 2 weeks, end up being more than a month, then almost 2 to 3 years. I mean, it's still current, so we take precautions, but for us as DJs, we had to find other means of income, whether we were streaming online, once again, platforms like Facebook, Instagram. Now, what is Twitch? I've also been told about a platform called Kick. And once again, being home and locking in and telling everybody, hey, this is a perfect time for, to, show my talent to the world.
Got that. Because there definitely were no parties to go to. So, let's as we start to wind down our conversation, what is it that you would like to leave the community with today? What message? What would you like them to know about DJ that hasn't been said?
That hasn't been said. No Bad Bunny requests. No, Bad Bunny is fine. Once again, I think the message I would love to leave with anybody, especially for those who are aspiring to DJ, practice makes permanent. That's foundation for me. You have to practice. Don't be closed-minded. I think you should accept music for what it is. There is no absolute color, because there's a huge chance that what you like, the other person may not like. So just take it all in, and make it count.
I like that. I hear also too that it's similar to what you said at the beginning. So share what you like, but also play what other people might like too, because it balances out the party.
Absolutely. Because you'd be amazed, let's say, and I've been challenging myself with all this traveling, and being fortunate to travel one of hip hop's greatest icons, Grandmaster Flash. I'm learning so much in a sense of, like, if I play, like, say, this particular Jay-Z record in New York, of course it works here. But now if I go to Dallas, Texas, if I go to San Diego, California, it may not hit the same way. So now I need to learn what is the culture out here. Just really have to be open-minded.
Yeah, that's definitely important. I've definitely been places where a New York DJ has made it a New York party, and we weren't in New York, and it definitely didn't necessarily go.
And I'm about to say, but how did it make you feel?
I was going to say, so it was a little awkward, uncomfortable, and almost I had to catch myself from taking it personal and becoming defensive, because right. I mean, I am a Bronx girl, but I am a New Yorker all the way. So it's like, wait, what? We're not going to do that here. Just enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Because when I'm here and in different places, if I'm in DC, I got to do go-go sometimes.
You got to do the go-go music.
I learned to love go-go because that's what they play. And it's actually instead of saying, why they got to play all this go-go, why they can't play some of this. And
I definitely had to explain somebody who traveled from Maryland to New York for a birthday party. I think it was like a 50th or 60th birthday party. Right. No. And they, when I caught them off guard with the go-go music, like, oh my gosh, you're taking me back home. And I believe the young lady who was so excited, her husband was indifferent because he's just like, I just can't get it. And I had to explain to him, it's a cultural thing. It really is a cultural thing. Like when you go down south, like they love, doing line dances. Sure, we know the typical cha-cha slide, Cupid shuffle, electric slide.
Yes, and baby,
listen.
I work at the sports lounge, and every Thursday night the steppers are there. Okay?
They come out. They come out
to every song and every type of music, and it's I was like, but y'all gotta dance to everything. That hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
They kill it to the hours and hours and hours. It is definitely a cultural thing. It's amazing.
Right.
It's amazing. Wow.
But the biggest part, did you enjoy yourself?
I did.
That's all
And I think it comes back to what you said at the top. When you have a love for music and you allow music to be what you're enjoying in that moment, everything else can disappear. Everything
Absolutely.
else literally fade away. So, and that's what I did. I just enjoyed the music. And then it shifted to music that made them happy. And then the energy in the space shifted to everyone being okay and everyone was safe. And that's all I really ever want, is a night that I get to have an amazing time, great memories, and go home safely.
Yes.
So, Athenia has some questions. But even though we were slightly starting to wrap up, we did that. And now we're going to keep going a little bit. And then I will have one final question for you that will be our closing question. But for now, what do you do to connect with the crowd?
As simple as I want to make. I just get on the microphone and speak to them. But yeah, literally, I just speak to the crowd, talk to them. They're normal people just like me, and do my best to, as the DJs will say, read the crowd. If I could find that song, it's almost like mind reading. I know for some people it's a thing, it's not a thing, but able to play that song and somebody going, how did he know? And I'm like, right.
Got you. So I'm hearing that DJs use intuition. I'm using intuition. Using your intuition can definitely help you.
I definitely believe in it, but it all comes with practice. If I know, once again, sometimes if I don't get the opportunity to DJ myself, I go listen to other DJs and see how specific songs people react to them. How do they react to them? Stuff like that. Because, sure, after a while it's a pattern for me. If I play a Nicki Minaj, for those who are the Nicki fans and the Beehive fans, if I play them at a specific time and a specific place, oh my gosh, you lose all common sense and you're dancing as if you're home 4:00 p.m. afternoon, just doing your best, Yeah.
I love that. I never actually considered that a DJ should study other DJs, not just their handwork. I guess I would have thought automatically off the top of my head, you study the handwork.
No, it's definitely not the handwork. What I was also, I've learned, because I watch a lot of interviews, like lunch and learn sessions. And one thing I've learned is to study the greats. If you want to be great, study the greats. Once again, I'm very, very fortunate to be around one of them, and I stop talking sometimes. I just watch. I literally just watch and listen and go, oh, I understand why you did that and how you did it, and then implemented myself into who I am today.
Got that. So what has been your DJing experience? More specifically, what event have you done that made you feel like you have arrived?
Ooh, that's a tough one. What has been your best DJ? My best DJ experience is being on having a contract with Royal Caribbean Cruises, and I rock with them for maybe almost over 6-7 years. Yeah, sheesh, showing my age again. And what's the other part? More specifically, what event have you done that made you feel like you have arrived? Yes, which would be on the cruise ship, which the first time ever, compared to most parties I would do, typical 80, 200 people. Imagine having 1,200, 13, almost 2,000 people on the same wavelength, and you're in charge of that, and they will not let up until you're told to turn off. And those episodes used to happen. I used to get screamed at by the management. I've been screamed at by the captain of the cruise ship because there's a specific time when the music is supposed to cut off. And they're just like, one more song. And I'm talking about everything from Little John to Dancing Queen to Usher, yeah. And it's just a full experience. And people go, yes, this is what my vacation was missing. I needed this. Plus the alcohol. So, yes.
I'm like, I can see that. Cruises are like, I was so blown away by my first cruise. I was just like, how is this not the experience everywhere you go? Like, cruises have that energy that is just on that boat. And yes, you are so right. The DJ is a major part
of that.
Factor. And because all I can think of right now is being around the pool and where the little food holes are and seeing somebody like just the wrong off, and
that's it.
It's the funnest time ever.
It's an experience.
And, I could not even imagine. So one more question for you.
Okay.
Was there ever a moment when you regretted a song you played? I love that question, Facebook user, whoever you are out there.
I have a perfect story for that one. Was there ever a moment when I regretted a song? Yes. This is when I just started. I started DJing back in 2001. The thought of it was in 2000. And I did this Sweet 16. And you know, for those who've never had, experience doing a Sweet 16 as a DJ, it has its intervals of when the party actually happens. And by then, when I was doing these Sweet 16s, no laptop, just vinyl, just records behind me. And I was so excited. It had to be one of my first Sweet 16s I've ever done. And long and behold, finally, I guess the cool kid showed up, so now it's time for the party to begin. And somebody came up to me and asked me for a specific song. And I knew this specific song was going to win. So let me play. And what that specific song was Doodoo Brown by Uncle Luke. Let's go back to the top of the conversation and tell you this is a Sweet 16, by the way. And the lesson I'm going to explain afterwards. So I played it. I played this particular song. And yes, I got the response that I wanted. I definitely did. And I was so excited. I was like, yeah, this is what it means to be a DJ and everything like that. Whole time, shake. Hey baby, you know how the song goes. Play it in your head. I'm not going to recite it. And lo and behold, there's somebody in the corner of my eye. Like, imagine I'm in front of the DJ set to the right side of me, and there's somebody standing there. And they're waiting for me to acknowledge them. And I'm like hype. I'm like the smiling and everything like that. And I finally look over, and there's this grown man. Now that I've acknowledged him, he makes his way to the DJ booth and goes, absolutely not. Turn it off. The party's over. Now, let me explain something to you. The birthday girl, that was her father. Okay? We get it. She was out there acting a fool, but that's not the part. The part is, my mother was trying to tell me something before I got to this party. And I was so excited, I blacked it out. Because I was just like, I just need to get to the party, and I need to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. I had a whole plan. And that moment in time, when that guy was screaming at me, I just remember what my mother told me. Junior, be careful of what you play, because the father's a pastor. You see how that energy changed? That energy right there that you just did? That is what happened. Right. And I said, oh, I messed up. I messed up. Right. The father was a pastor, not to the church we went to, so I'm good. But whoever the Facebook user is, yes, that happened. And these are the early stages of DJ F.A.M.E. Once again, there is no, how can I put it? there will always be failure, but if you don't learn from it, shame on you, But just to conclude how that ended for me, I did get paid, but it was a hassle getting paid because he felt like, oh, blasphemy in my own home. Why did this happen to me? Right. He couldn't look me in my face. He gave the money to his daughter. The daughter gave the money to me. And I stand in front and I apologized as much as I possibly could. He even spoke to my mother. Never again. It was a whole episode. And stories like that I am full of, I share very, very confidently because I learned from it. And I hope that whoever is aspiring to DJ, you learn from this story and process that, please, clean music does come in handy.
Definitely. I you know, before you even got to where my eyes actually popped and the energy shifted, I was already thinking, oh, 16 years old, the 16-year-old party, you know.
Yep.
A lot of parents like to live in that space of not really honoring who their children are because they're still their children.
Yes.
And they're still only 16. And,
absolutely.
You know, coming from our culture, it's
yeah.
You're still my kid. You gotta behave the way I expect.
Absolutely.
You to. Meanwhile, we know outside, if she can get to a party and has any chance, she's doing brown and all day long.
All day.
But in the spaces, in their faces, I'm thinking Sweet 16. That's aunties and uncles and possibly grandma, great grandma might even be there. Oh. Yeah,
Grandma was there. Grandma was definitely there.
I can already see where that goes. And I thought in the past, you know, my cousin, I had an opportunity when my cousin got married and had to do her song list. Had an opportunity to really see that there are times that in spaces that you guys actually curate for people.
Oh my gosh.
That's good, huh?
Yeah.
That you guys actually curate for people.
Yes.
And that is something that is, I guess, is a learning.
I take it very, very serious. Yes, I want to have fun. Some people feel like it's hard work. It is hard work, but you can still have fun with it. You know, you have to remind yourself it's not about you. You know, this is a selfless service that we do, you know, for the masses. So please take that, you know, into perspective.
Ashe. I actually love the idea of ending right there because that's actually something that I feel if we all operated from that space, no matter what you're doing, if you operate from the space that it's not about self and that it's about the service of what you're giving and doing, our world would be a much more positive world, a better flowing world.
Just a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah, and that little bit would make a lot of difference. So folks out there, preparation, study, practice, discipline, and service.
And whatever you do in life, if you're trying to be great at that, as I said before, study the greats. You know, take as much information as you possibly can, you know, especially if you're younger. I know it gets difficult as adults. We're doing so much in life. We're adulting, you know, just take on it. But if you could find yourself a mentor and just drive them crazy if you have to get as much information as possible, please do it.
I love that. And would you please let the community know one more time how and where they can reach you? And my final ask of you for today would be, could you please let us know what Juneteenth means to you?
I'm going to do, okay. So you can reach me. Yeah, I'm joking. I got to get the steps together.
Before you answer that, so DJ F.A.M.E says he should have had a church revival and not a 10.
Crisis, we going to talk later, man. For those who would like to experience what it is to be at a DJ F.A.M.E party, the Untouchable DJ F.A.M.E party, please follow me on every social platform at DJ F.A.M.E BK. Of course, you see at the bottom. Thank you, whoever typed that out. You're doing an amazing job. But of course, my official website, djfamebk.com. What does Juneteenth mean to me? Family. It's family. It's culture. You know, of course, information is in there, but it's definitely family. For something for all of us to come together and, you know, if not rejoice and enjoy a moment in time in life. You know, I know the history behind it. I'm not going to bore you with that. But for us to acknowledge it and for people to know this is a thing that can keep going, you know, as long as we're here, you know.
Ashe, thank you for that, F.A.M.E, and I'm honored to be here with you and be here as a part of Juneteenth, not just here in this space, but also being on the same team, living Athenia's dream out and helping her do just what you just said.
She got me for 3 days this time. Let's woo-hoo!
Yes,
I'm here.
I love that. I love that for us.
She got me in one. She got me in one place. She got me in one place. Woo-hoo! We're gonna have fun. Trust me, we're gonna have.
love that for the community. So community, you heard that. Please come out all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to celebrate with us for Juneteenth in And I'll see you behind stage, F.A.M.E. Thank you.
Enjoy yourselves.
All right, folks. Thank you to all the DJs out there and all of F.A.M.E.'s friends that came to drop by and spend some time with us today. As I said earlier, please come back. Do like and subscribe to our pages, to our groups, to the website. Keisha will drop all information in the chat, and we will see you guys next week. And if you're, don't forget to register for the event for all 3 days. And if you're still looking to vend somewhere for that weekend, we are still taking vendors. So look forward to seeing you next week, and seeing you there. Thank you. Greetings, and good afternoon, Juneteenth family. Welcome to another weekly edition of our Lunch and Learn.
E is exhaling, having an opportunity to breathe, to rest, to refill yourself and rejuvenate yourself, because no one can pour from an empty cup.
As you evolve and become more of yourself, you begin to attract the people that are there for you.
Amen.
So everything you need is in this space.
You have to learn from your mistakes. Once you make a mistake, oops, sit down, recoup, and then start over. And once you do that, you say, I got that.
See, Juneteenth means to me, I would definitely say empowerment and education.
When I experience it, it's like just coming together and, you know, being a part of something bigger than myself, you know. And
a new start, starting a new chapter, opportunity, new beginnings, all of that good stuff.
Hello, my name is Athenia Rodney, CEO and founder of Juneteenth NYC. Are you looking for something fun to do for Juneteenth weekend? Well, look no farther. This is a special invitation for you to attend the most exciting event of 2023 with Juneteenth NY. We're thrilled to announce that this year's celebration promises to be bigger and better than ever before. Join us for an unforgettable experience filled with a wide array of exciting performances, delightful vendors, mouth-watering food trucks and vendors, an exclusive fashion show, a rally at Barclays Steps, a free bus ride with health drink tastings, don't miss that, a dope flash mob that's going to be on Saturday, and Juneteenth flag raising. Don't forget, we'll also have a lively music band and some other performances that will get your feet tapping or palancing, whatever is in your spirit to do. For those of you with little ones, don't worry, we've got you covered also. Juneteenth NY 2023 is the event for all ages. We'll be featuring a dedicated kids zone so that your young ones can join in on the fun. The Brooklyn Nets and Liberty will be doing basketball clinics. The New York Knicks and the Rangers will be doing hockey clinics. And we will have story time, competitive games on the field, and free game giveaways. We'll also have a Black History quiz competition. So make sure you bring a charged phone, and most school attendants will win a special prize. So make sure to get your school involved. So why wait? Grab your free tickets. Yes, free. It doesn't cost anything, but we do need you to register so that we can prepare for the amount of people that will be in attendance on the weekend. So we look forward for you to go to our website at www.juneteenthny.com, or you can go to our Instagram at JuneteenthNY, like us, follow us, engage with our page. We'd love to see you participating. It warms my heart. Trust me, it does. And then go to our link tree and you'll get a direct link to register. This will be a monumental occasion. We can't wait to see you there. Thank you and have a good one. Bye.